Good evening, good evening. My name is Robert and I try things. On Sundays, when I'm here, I try whatever I want to. This week, I want to spin the wheel and let RNGesus decide which game out of my backlog we're playing. The backlog has been whittled down significantly. There's probably 8 or more games that we've tried. But there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. One of them is cross-stitch, so 10 games that we still have left to try because I haven't ever played them. But it is Sunday. It's supposed to be a relaxing day. My Sundays are typically not super relaxing. There are typically errands to run. If I'm going to be doing anything with Paige, she typically wants it to wait until Sunday so that she can just veg out completely on Saturday. Oftentimes, if I have friends wanting to do things, they want to do it on Sunday, which doesn't make a whole bunch of sense to me, but whatever. And also laundry. I moved my laundry day to Sunday, and all I did was move it back one day from Monday. What's up, Dimitri? Happy Friday. It is Friday where you are, yes. How is your summer going? It's almost over, yeah? Your summer vacation. I was a little stressed out earlier today. So we had it is Monday, 2 a.m. Okay. We had one of these weird scoop chairs. I don't know how to describe it exactly. It was like a metal frame that came up in 4 points, and then it had a cover that would hook onto those 4 points, and you sit in that. And it was honestly pretty comfortable. But Paige had it before I met her, and I met her 8.5 years ago. And I've been sitting in it recently right over there to be playing Skyrim on the TV right here. And yesterday, or maybe it was the day before yesterday, one of the plastic joints decided to give up the ghost. By the way, !kitty in chat to count the number of times the cats have shown up in stream. This is Lily. She is 8. She and her brother are litter mates, meaning they were born same day, same time, same parents. And then we have Charlie, who is orange, who is only about 2 years old. And like technically every once in a while I'll say, you had a busy day at work, but you're going to sleep soon. Where do you work? Oh, hi, Rubinsky. I saw you followed me. !kitty in the chat to count the number of times the cats have shown up on stream. This is Lily. Sometimes I do call Charlie their brother. Technically he's an adopted brother, but they're all adopted, so I just say brother. Blame Milo. Why did Milo? He speaks highly of me? Well, that's very nice. I don't talk to Milo as much as I used to, and I don't know why. I think I've just I got overwhelmed, I think, with all of the Discord stuff going on. I feel like I was too involved in too many things. And I say too many things as in like 3. That's a lot. And I've just not been talking online much, but yay! I'm glad Milo thinks highly of me. I think highly of him. I think his voice is adorable. So many Discords overlapping between them and everyone. Yes, and then there's like Firebirds, and then I think Milo has his own, and yeah. No, my primary Discord that I'm active in is the Chaos Kingdom, and I'm not even super active in that. Oh, and Griffey. Yeah, Griffey has his own Discord. Hi, Lily. Yes, baby girl. I know. Lily loves her face scrubs. So how has your Sunday been, Rubinsky? I know we had fun watching Ben Dragon. Yeah. Wait, he has his own? Yeah, see, I couldn't do that. Pop tire? Is that what happened to you today? You had a flat tire? That sucks. Donut was also flat? Had you used it previously, or was it just sucky and decided it wanted to die? Okay. You just drove on the flat main one until you could get to somewhere that you could... Yeah. Wow. Okay. Huh. Gas station. Yeah. Wow. Okay, my day seems terribly less stressful in comparison. Got up this morning and started laundry and decided, you know what? I want to run around to a couple places to try to find a replacement for this chair that broke. And so I was like, okay, I'd like to go to like Big Lots and like TJ Maxx, and I also want to go get Cold Stone because it's my birthday month and I have a buy one get one free. You aren't stressed, you know how to change a flat, just a pain and some money. TJ Maxx is fun, it is. I like the, and this tells you I'm getting old, I'm liking the kitchen gadget section in TJ Maxx. Jelly of Cold Stone, yeah, oh my gosh. Oh, that was good. I haven't had Cold Stone in a long time and it was just as rich and good as I remember. But the last few times I've had Cold Stone, it's been like at the end of a set of errands. And so Paige is like, I'm so done. I want to get home. And so I've had to like scarf it in the car. And so next time I go, I either want to go by myself or if I go with Paige, go earlier and be able to sit and enjoy the Cold Stone. You spent many months in the restaurant. You always loved the kitchen section. Yeah. Well, I mean, I never did any cooking for work, and you know, McDonald's doesn't really count. By the way, Dimitri, is the pizza at your pizzeria any good? In oh shoot, you're in one of the Eastern European countries and I can't remember the name of it. It's not Czech Republic. It is good. Okay. You like ice cream when it's cold outside? I like ice cream when it's hot, cold, in the middle, rainy. I just like ice cream. Ice cream is my favorite. I'm just gonna say I like ice cream better than anything else. Yeah. And Cold Stone, I like the best. But okay, so it says, what am I trying to say? I have a ginormous sweet tooth. I love sweets. I love sweet things. I love what I call complicated ice cream, where there's a whole bunch of stuff mixed in it. And so Cold Stone scratches all of those itches. But their ice cream is so rich. It's so heavy and it's good. I love it that way, but it's so rich that I can't handle more than the smallest size, more than I'll like it. I see people get their gotta have it, which is like 4 cups of this stuff. And I'm like, how? How do you handle that? And actually right in front of us was this older couple that she scooped out like this of the ice cream and started mixing stuff into it. And I didn't realize until she got down one of the cartons, she was putting it in a half-gallon container. Or I suppose most of those are actually 3 pints now instead of 4. What's your favorite kind of pizza, Dimitri? What are your favorite toppings? Anyway, it's very rich. I can't have very much of it at a time, but I do love Cold Stone a lot. We're thinking about getting me a Cold Stone cake for my birthday, which is in, what day is it? 7 days. That's right. It's next Sunday. Right? Yes. No. Yes? Yes. Hold on. Let me just open a calendar and check. My math is not great. Yes. Okay. Next Sunday is my birthday. We are going to be actually out of town. We're going to leave next Saturday, go to Kentucky. I'm going to spend some time with Clay, my best buddy, who's a trucker, who recently got a new job. And so he's been really busy trying to get things caught up, especially with his finances. Definitely a Leo. I'm a Capri Sun. Anyway, that's how I feel about astrology, is the main thing. I saw a post recently that said, you don't believe in astrology, it's all made up. Well, I mean, technically everything is made up except for math. And everything else is a derivative. Every other science is a derivative of math. You're a problem? I identify as a problem. I don't know enough about you to agree with that or not. You don't have a favorite, but your usual is salami and chicken with corn. I've never heard of corn on a pizza outside of this rainbow pizza that I found that's all vegetables and they're, you know, all the different colors to make a rainbow. So you've got red onion and orange bell peppers and broccoli and corn and red onion or purple, by the way, and cherry tomatoes, and so you know you arrange those and they make a rainbow. And so there's corn on that, but I've never otherwise heard of corn on a pizza. But that does sound good. Salami and chicken with corn. My favorite pizzas are the ones that have a white or ranch sauce and chicken and pineapple and ham and some barbecue sauce on top. Chicken bacon ranch barbecue. Like, yes, that is top tier pizza. One of the pizzas you do is sauce, cheese, oregano, salami, ham, bacon, chicken, onion. That sounds pretty good. I'm not a huge fan of onion, but I can tolerate it now. I used to not be able to eat onion at all. I just thought it was the grossest thing, but I can tolerate it some. So, the chair. We went to Big Lots first, and we found, let me grab this. We did end up getting it. This kind of, you know, papasan chair that looks like a total black hole because my light is not awesome, but there is, you know, it does not go into infinity. There's a seat there. We found that on our first trip into Big Lots, and we decided, okay, we're gonna go to a couple of other places. We'll try like the actual furniture store, and where else did we go? The other furniture store, looking at for things like that, and we also looked at recliners in case we wanted to replace what I had with a recliner, because Paige wants to have a recliner down here anyway. And then we went to Cold Stone. Oh, and the first time we went to, what's it called? Big Lots, we bought a bunch of snacks and a bunch of soda. And then we went to Cold Stone, and then we get all the way back home from Cold Stone. And I decided, okay, I'm gonna go back to Big Lots and get the chair. So I went and I got the chair, and I got back, and I had to deal with laundry. And then Paige asked me, hey, will you get one of those sodas we got and put it in the fridge for me? And I remembered, I think I left them all on the bottom of the shopping cart. 24 sodas. And I had to run back to Big Lots again. I went to Big Lots 3 times today. And they had found where I had left the sodas on the bottom of the shopping cart and set them aside, and I was able to just grab those and go back home. But it was mildly stressful. On top of doing laundry. And then we had power go out twice in about an hour. So I was a little bit iffy on whether I should stream. And in fact, power may still go out, but probably they fixed whatever caused it if it went out. Start over, Robert. Since it went out twice, they probably fixed whatever it was that was causing it. So I feel pretty confident that stream is not just going to die. But hey, it could. Because it did earlier. But none of that was as stressful as having a flat tire. Like Rubinski. Okay, so the plan is we're going to spin the wheel in a little bit. Why is this one so long? Do you like that? There's a lot of things like that. I had to remove one of them because one of the plugins I was using to make it happen became payware. Right, snacks. That's where I was going. And when I heard the music. So we've got 5 kinds of Lindor truffles, and then the Reese's Creamy, which I say this every time. Erilyn! Love you, Erilyn. Enjoy your D&D or whichever one you're playing tonight. What's the other one? Stormhaven? Whichever one you're playing. So the Reese's Creamy, I say this every time I mention these. You're all done already? Oh, okay. Hi. Hey, boo. Reese's Creamy. I thought Reese's had Creamy, Exalted, and Frosthaven. Okay. I thought they had creamy peanut butter, but apparently this is creamy peanut butter. And when I think about it, Reese's peanut butter cups do have mildly not entirely smooth peanut butter. It's a little bit crummy, I guess you could call it. Ed's in 1 minute, by the way, I think. No, yes. Grainy! Grainy, that's the word, grainy. And so apparently this is creamier. And then I've got cookies and cream Kit Kat, and then some Brazilian chocolate that is 70% cacao. Grainy, it's from all the sugar? No? No, I'm pretty sure it's just the peanuts were not ground as much as other creamier peanut butters. Cookies and cream Kit Kat is your vote? Not a Linder truffle? Like, Linder truffles are kind of top tier candy for me. But if you say the Kit Kat, and you haven't hung out with me in a while, I am definitely going to do the Kit Kat. I miss you. Linder is the best. And actually, I don't even know what most of the flavors are. Can you identify them by the color? Do you know what they are? Like, sometimes the Linder truffles will have the name on them, or the flavor. Like, okay, this one says blood orange. Got that. This one is purple with white, what little pineapple-looking thingies and, like, gold lettering. I don't know what that is. This one is, coconut. I don't know why Paige got this for me. Blue. That one says mango. Okay. And then that one says fraises a la creme. So this is strawberries and cream. Oh, it says it in English on the other side. So, okay. The only one I don't know is this purple one. No, it's purple. It's a very light purple. But that's just my white balance. It's a very light purple. Good night, Dimitri. Sleep well. Rest well. Okay, so apparently 4 of them have descriptions, and it's just this one. But you said Kit Kat, so we're going to do the Kit Kat. Cookies and cream Kit Kat. This is a Japanese one. You see the Japanese characters over there, and then down here is the katakana and everything. I have not been practicing my Japanese as much as I should. Oh, I didn't realize that Nestle makes Kit Kat. Ad time. Okay, I will wait until ads are over so that Erin can see me try the Kit Kat. I'm gonna throw some kitty emotes out there. There we go. And then kind of clean the contact surfaces on my mouse. It may just be the surface of my desk though. Oops, no, what did I didn't mean to go back. I don't like the back buttons on the side of my mouse. They're a little, I don't know, easy to press. I don't like that. I wish I could disable those. I probably can. Okay, Erlen, are you there? Do I get to try the cookies and cream Kit Kat? Have a break, have a Kit Kat. I didn't realize that Nestle owns and makes Kit Kat. Pura. All right. You are here. Okay. It's hard to go wrong with cookies and cream anything. Nestle is bad, yes. It's hard to go wrong with cookies and cream anything. It's hard to go wrong with Kit Kat, though. I found out recently that Kit Kat, or not Kit Kat, Nestle used to own Wonka candies like Gobstoppers and Nerds and whatnot, but they sold them in like 2018 or something. So I've been boycotting them for like 5 years for no reason. But yeah, I'm free to eat Wonka candies again. Okay. Cookies and cream Kit Kat. It either melted or didn't get, coated super well, but it's great. They're the 3rd top producer of plastic trash in North America. Besides the fact that they steal local water supplies and sell them back at a super big price hike, and yeah. And then also there's no such thing as ethical chocolate. No such thing. Now keep in mind they also own Purina and Tidy Cats. Just to let you know. Okay, so this is probably going to taste pretty good. Some of the best stuff I've tasted in the last few years have been cookies and cream. The cookies and cream stuffed marshmallows that you can get at Menards if you live anywhere near Menards, those are great. Never used Purina either. We used to use Tidy Cat's litter, and then it stopped clumping as well. Maybe they changed something, and so we switched. And then after that, I realized, oh wait, Catty Cats is owned by Purina, is owned by Nestle. Okay, here we go. There's an odd, like, generic fruitiness to this, almost a strawberry. I know there are like strawberries and cream Kit Kats. Maybe they were packaged on the same machine in the batches and not cleaned completely. I don't know. That was not as good as I was expecting. A little bit of a letdown. Interesting. You know what else was a letdown? We went to Culver's on Thursday. Yes. Or maybe it was Wednesday. One of those days. Went to Culver's. Culver's is known for custard. And we got some pre-packed pints. I got one that I thought was going to be great. It was chocolate custard with Oreos and fudge and M&Ms and chocolate chunks and everything. But the custard was pretty bland, and adding the M&Ms messed with the texture in such a way that it was just less than satisfying. But the Cold Stone today, what everything I had hoped for. I just wish I'd had more time to sit and enjoy it, rather than having to race home because Paige got a pint that had been overfilled and was melting all over the place. Purina had a thing where their dog food had killed some dogs with how they were storing the grain, and a bunch of other companies had the same issue around the same time. And other companies went, oh no, we're going to stop storing that way. And Purina was like, we're within legal requirements. Yeah. That's part of why I'm so proud of Paige and the job she does and the company she works for. Hydrate or dihydrate. Because they are so above and beyond with the nutrition and the methodology and everything. Love it. They just spent like $20 million on a research facility, adding on to their research facility specifically for small breeds. Yeah, water, followed by diet soda. Okay. The cookies and cream Kit Kat was a little bit of a letdown, but they can't all be winners. So, let us spin the wheel to figure out what we're going to play. It's a 10-second spin. I should probably make it 5. Usually Kit Kats are pretty good. Sable. I think that's the one about the fox. I think that's on Steam. No, that is an Epic game. Oh, no, this is... I don't know what this is. Looks sci-fi. Have I played Loop Hero? Have I played Loop Hero? Erlen, what do I do? What do I do on Thursdays? Yes, I played Loop Hero for almost 2 hours. What do you think I am? No, I played Loop Hero for about an hour and a half. It was better than I was expecting. The build your own dungeon deal, I kind of like. I thought, when I first read the description and looked at it, I thought it was going to be like a reverse tower defense where you are the dungeon trying to keep the hero out, but you're kind of both. But mostly you're the hero trying to rebuild the world as it had been by starting over and over and over and over. That's the main part that I didn't like, was the starting over and over. Play the Stanley Parable? What the heck is the Stanley Parable? What is it? A 90-plus minute adventure through the musical world of the Stanley... Oh, wait, no, that's the soundtrack. Okay, it's a first-person adventure game. When a simple-minded individual named Stanley discovers that the coworkers in his office have mysteriously vanished, he sets off to find answers. You will play as Stanley. You will not play as Stanley. You will make a choice, and you will have your choices taken from you. The game will end. The game will never end. Contradiction follows contradiction. The rules of how games should work are broken, then broken again. You're not here to win. The Stanley Parable is a game that plays you. That sounds a lot like, oh, what was it called? The something retreat. Follow the rules or don't. How much is it? $15. I'll add it to my wish list. See if it goes on sale for a crazy low price. Reminds me of, shoot, what is it called? I have it, but I'm not gonna be able to search. Yes, I am. The Spectrum Retreat. It sounds similar to that, except that this is probably more surrealist mystery. Why do I still have this installed? I'm not actually gonna play this. Okay. Give Sable a try. Let me change my category here. That's a pretty loading animation. Shedworks. Can I skip the... Okay. Wonder if it'll let me use a controller. Yay! Epic integration inside the game! Yay! Let's glance at settings. Let me try a controller. This seems like something that's supposed to use a controller. Okay, this is gonna need DS4 Windows. There we go. It needs to convert it to X input. I recognize there was a controller, but it needs a Xbox input. Erilyn, how have you been? How are you recovered? Have you recovered from your leg injuries? Because I know it was more than just one thing. It rumbled. Don't know why it rumbled. Interesting. You're okay, your feet work as well as they're ever going to, but you fell out of the back door yesterday. You have steps. Probably the dog's fault, wasn't it? Down the little step that's there, and you slammed your back into the screen door right on the doohickey that makes it not slam. That's uncomfortable. Okay. Use the left stick to move Sable. There's a split down the middle of that face. I can climb. Interesting. But I have stamina. which I need to stop and recover. Okay. Yeah, I can sprint. No, I don't want to climb that. So I came from this way, but I stand on the button, it opens the door. Not the dog's fault. You went to take a step and your body forgot how to work. It got tangled for no reason and your brain forgot which way was up, so you fell. Yeah, that does happen to you, doesn't it? I was trying to give you an out with blaming it on the dog. Move towards a wall to begin climbing. Keep an eye on your stamina. Ooh, do I want to climb the ladder? Probably have to climb the ladder. 3 to crouch. Okay, there's a bird. How far can I drop? Ain't no fall damage from that high. Okay, I would not have been able to open that door. I think I need to change the camera sensitivity. That's better. That's a lot better. Okay. I'm not gonna try falling down all the way down there. Your ankles are covered in friction burrs from the dog's leashes. You can only sprint whilst you have enough stamina. Whilst. You can always tell when it's a European developer when they use whilst. Ibex Camp. There's a fire over this way. It's pretty obvious. I can feel Jadi smiling behind her mask, just as I know she can feel the teeth-baring little grimace behind mine. I'm nervous, and she's softly, sweetly amused. In her eyes, I probably have very little to worry about. You know you have nothing to worry about, don't you, Sable? I tell her I'm not worried at all, and it's possibly the least convincing I've ever been. You can say that, my love, but I do know how you are. You're going to be nervous until you've started, and then you'll act like you've been doing it your whole life. Remember the first time you rode a bike? They have bikes? You wouldn't even let me put you on the seat. You were so afraid. Your hands were like little claws gripping onto me. I feel the memory in my fingers. But then I promised you it was going to be all right. I told you how much I had loved riding my bike as a young woman, and how wonderful the wind felt through fabric. Suddenly, there you were. You sat down, you leaned forward, and you put those little grasping claws on the handles, and you were off. And I remember thinking, just watching you tear over the sand, look at her. She can do whatever she wants. Dottie reaches out and places a hand on the edge of my mask. And you can, Sable. Take a breath. I thank Jotty for the encouragement and tell her with a nod that I think I'm ready. I know you are. Let's get you started. We need to talk to Hilal and Driss. Driss should already have made the arrangements for your bike, and Hilal will share something. Well, let's say it's as useful as it is fun. I think I might suspect what Jotty's saying, but I stake by it. After that, I suppose we'll see you off. What will become of me if I choose the wrong path? There are no wrong paths, Sable, or right ones. I'll be glad if you choose to stay with the Abexi, but truth be told, I'm glad no matter what, so long as you're happy. Whatever you decide, you do so with my blessing. So don't try using me as an excuse to come home early, eh? She knows me. Now go speak with Hilal. I'll be there to see you off. And speak to Driss as well. I've told him to arrange your bike with Cizo, but you know how he is. A compass to help you on your journey. It's the same one I used on my gliding, an artifact, you might say. Thank you, Judd. Oh, that's neat. Run around staring at your compass. As I approach Halal, they give an enthusiastic wave. I've always appreciated Halal's verve and vigor, and on a day like this, I'm ready to match it with a touch of nerves for balance. Ads in 1 minute. Sable, take this. Halal hands me a small, round stone. As it nestles into my palm, I feel a warmth not borrowed from Halal's hands, but emanating from within. I run my thumb over it and find it softly electric, like static on cloth. I try to sound less confused than I am, but ask Halal what this is. Oh, Sable, you can't leave without it. What I've just given you is a gliding stone. What do you feel? I tell Halal that I feel electricity. Then you're doing it right. What you feel on that stone is openness. Look at the stone. It seems quite closed. Gliding stones are vessels for the perpetual. They suck up its power like little sponges and hold it there for you to channel. Right now it's empty or dormant and waiting for you to fill it up. I ask how I can do this. Take it to the temple ruins at the edge of the canyon. You'll be able to activate it there. Halal claps their hands twice and bobs a little. I appreciate their good mood at a time like this. Come back to me once that's done. I want to hear all about it. As I'm about to leave, Halal stops me. Oh, you haven't gotten your bike yet, have you? It's a bit of a trek to go to the temple, so go see Driss. He was meant to get that ready for you, yes? I remember Juddy's words now and tell Halal I'll go and see Driss. Okay. What is this pod thing? Postbox. No messages. Driss! Though I've told myself not to be too eager, it's all I can do not to race up to Driss. Driss is the camp manager. He's been difficult to get a hold of lately, but I now strongly suspect that he's been working on my bike in secret. Perhaps it's extra beautiful or has some custom feature. What will its name be, I wonder? How fast will it go? Will my legs feel sore, or will I get used to it? Driss turns with a bit of a start. Sable! Hello! Jody sent me to speak with you. Did she? What about? I tell him it was about something special and then make a leading gesture, slowly trying to be perfectly cool and confidential. But I can't do it. I'm too keen and the words spill out. I asked Driss if he might, sort of, possibly, maybe have a bike for me. Your bike! He yells it like it's an idea he just had. Your bike! Yes, of course, right, yes, your bike. That I prepared for you, because today is your... Did you forget? In abject horror, I gently ask him if he may have forgotten. What? I would never. It's obviously I have your bike. By which I mean I arranged it for you in a, well, sort of a tutorial for you. I'm telling you I didn't forget. I just made different arrangements. You see, Sable, before one can own their own bike, they must prove that they can ride a bike by taking a test ride on a different bike. I think about it and find I've never heard of that part of the gliding, but Driss does seem earnest. Sort of. Okay, love you. Rest well, Erilyn. So instead of worrying about your bike, I'd like you to try this bike as a test. Driss gestures to the sandcutter at his side. It's quite old and a little shabby. A tester if I've ever seen one. Test. How will you ever ride your own bike if you haven't tested your riding skills? Come on, Sable, it's part of it. He laughs weakly. It's not convincing. Now, ride the bike through the ring and back. And here's some advice for you, my young glider. Don't fall off. Blue icon on your compass. Okay. Okay, right trigger to accelerate. Oops. Okay, that's what it means. Whee! Can I jump? Oops, I pressed the wrong button. I return to Driss, who somehow manages to seem caught off guard despite knowing I was coming. Sable, congratulations! How was your first pre-glide ride? Any strange rattles, unexplained hissing, small fires? What do you mean fires? Surely you'd notice if you were on fire, even a little bit. Was that a possibility? Well, obviously it didn't happen, so I think we're fine. Driss, is this bike dangerous? Well, He doesn't finish. Have you already been by Hilal? Am I not getting a bike? Well, you're getting the use of this sand cutter. That's something, eh? You can borrow it to run your little errands. My little errands? And Hilal's got something to show you too. Help you out with more of that, mobility you're after. With my confidence in this exercise only lightly tarnished, I thank Driss very much for his help and his bike, and I depart for Hilal. Well, I gotta go fill the stone with poor Hilal. I'm out. Wait. Okay, okay. Activate the gliding stone at the altar. Okay, there it goes. Fairly clunky, isn't it? This is cute, honestly. It does drift, I think? Is this the altar? Ooh. This does not appear to be an altar. Oh, it's probably up here. I'm guessing these plants growing out of walls is an indicator that you ought to clean them. There we go. That looks like it might be an altar. Or go to an altar, anyway. Whoa! Okay, no fall damage. How the heck am I gonna get back out of here? Do I get upgrades for my stamina? Because, like, a real person would be able to run farther than that. Well, depending on the person. The stone thrums like the beat of a heart as I approach the altar. Am I afraid, exhilarated, or maybe it feels right? Exhilarated. I'm ready for Rohana to know me. I'm ready to know myself. I feel her curiosity in this sacred place. I know I am in her sight. Huh. Some interesting light beams. Why am I floating? I thought this was about the stone. Oof. What was with the exterior shot? Oh yay, it's raising me up to where I can glide back out of here. Okay. Why is everything all washed out? Is there something wrong, or is it just dust? Okay, glide in the ball. Interesting. So am I supposed to glide over and climb up that, or... Okay. So if I just press and hold A, do I glide? It seemed like that's what would happen. Okay, so it'll automatically glide me at the highest point. Sweet. And glide does not appear to use stamina. Where's my bike? There it is. Why is everything washed out? Is it just dark? I think it's just dark. Hi, Taylor. You tried some things with me one time. This is interesting. But. Right now I'm trying Sable, which, yeah, and it won't be the last time. But yeah, I'm not super understanding what exactly this is. It's some kind of adventure game, obviously, but okay, I'm just gonna hop off here. Okay, I go talk to Hilal. Hilal is this one. Wrong way. When I return to Hilal, it's clear they know what I've just experienced. They're excited on my behalf in a way that makes me miss them before I've even left. Isn't it incredible? How does it feel? Exciting, true freedom. I tell Hilal that hovering is exciting and ramble for a moment about all the things I'll be able to do when I'm out there in the world. Most of them involve me falling on my head and not getting hurt, but I'm sure I'll come up with more in practice. Right? You can do anything you want. Hilal's mood doesn't darken, but the sigh they let out holds a bit of sorrow. You're very lucky, you know. I miss it so much. That feeling, just floating on the breeze? Who just went live? Eric. Okay. But I suppose it's best that it fades with age, Or else I might have never come back from my gliding. I'd just be out there heaving myself into chasms. I'll heave myself into chasms for you. That's what I like to hear. I know people manage to keep it up, but I don't know that I've got the time to practice as much as they do. It takes a really serious focus. Hilal laughs, even if there's a bit of regret in it, and I certainly haven't got that. Still, I suppose the gliding wouldn't mean much if it were all gains and no loss, I think about that, but decide that there's already too much loss on my mind to consider it much further. I'm saying goodbye to my clan, my family, my home, my childhood. I have not left the village yet. I just went and got the gliding power. To lose the perpetual is a sacrifice for another time. I didn't read that. My advice, try to have fun. There's a lot to be said about ritual and independence and all that out there, but the world is an easier place if you put joy first. I thank Hilal for their advice and for their help and tell them I'll miss them. It'll be over before you know it, a warning and a reassurance all in one. I say goodbye to Hilal. Before I go, Hilal gestures toward the tower. It seems Cizo wishes to see me before I leave the clan. Alright, let's go see Cizo. Jotty greets me warmly. Hello, little glider. It's so strange being called that. I tell Jotty how strange it is being called glider instead of Sable or even clanchild. Just trying to get you used to it. She seems to really like it, and maybe I like it too. My little glider. That's adorable. This is honestly really cute. Así estás. It's a pot. I get 20, presumably money. Cizo is an outclanner to the Abexi, but I've known her for nearly as long as I can recall and think of her more as a kind of distant relation than any sort of outsider. Machinists, I'm told, are given their posts and by their training and their code must go to where they are needed, but Cizo has been among us so long that it's easy to forget that it's an assignment first and foremost. As far as any of us are concerned, she's one of us. I think there's a perception among the other clans that the Abexi are quite insular, or that our designation of Abexi versus outclanners suggests some nervous othering of those who are unlike us. But in practice, such things are more the result of our nomadic nature. We seek to know who will travel with us and who we must leave behind, but all are welcome to join. And I'm always pleased that Cizo did. Sable, how do you do, clan child? I can only think of one thing. A bit worried, am I really getting a bike? Cizo has a throaty quality to her voice, and it rumbles through her mask when she laughs. She's quite a serious person most days, and I'm always torn between pride and alarm when I manage to make her chuckle. Yes, Jotty told me how excited you were. Cizo snips. She also told me Driss would be coming along to get your bike together, but I think he may have. I knew it! What? I hadn't meant to say that out loud, so I tell her I was just clearing my throat. I don't begrudge Driss his forgetfulness. Were I tasked with so many odds and ends, I might be just as scattered. And besides, this will be good for you. I want you to scavenge the hoverbike parts yourself. That sounds like an adventure. I tell Cizo I like the sound of that. A little adventure before my big one. It's more meaningful than you know. To bond with one's bike before it has taken form is more privilege than labor. Here, take this. Cizo hands me something. This is a navigator. You can use it to mark waypoints on your compass. It should be useful in finding the old parts. I ask Cizo where I might start looking. Our bikes are reborn in the ruined ships, and fragments spread apart. A good start would be the ship down there near the camp. You'll find another up on that great rock near the other side of the canyon, and another behind the old dam on the hill. Use your navigator to mark that down if you need. You'll need to gather a control panel, a power supply, and a calibrator. Do most gliders make their own bikes? Only the lucky ones. I tell Cizo I'll see her soon and head off in search of the components. Together we'll create something new out of the old. Navigator, okay. Ooh, this is finicky. Whatever. Right direction. Cool. Alright, now where is my bike?
Down for the booty, I want the booty.
Navigator. If only I had one of those in real life. Begins texting on phone. Begins texting on iPhone butt. That's about your weird. How? Whatever. It's fine. Oops. Not turn the way I thought it was. Oops, wrong button. There's nothing of use to be found in the ship, but I notice a blinking light flashing on the dashboard of the cockpit. Push the button. A voice crackles from the machinery in front of me. It sounds like a recording. It's barely audible. Stop messing about with those buttons, you absolute idiot. Sorry, Ramen. Concentrate. I don't think I have to remind you how much work it was to get this far. We're almost there. Alright, let's see if what that old machinist told us holds up. If not, there'll be hell to pay. I hear the sound of mechanical adjustments being made. 3 clicks. Buttons being pressed, perhaps? Okay, when I push this orange thing, pull that lever. Hard. Yes, Ramen. The sound of a click and a loud grunt before a snapping sound. Oh, on Rohana's mask. Not that hard. You've torn it out. Suddenly, the speakers are filled with static and a low rumble that gradually increases in pitch, and then the sounds of someone cheering. It worked! We're flying! More cheering. Is that the sound of someone dancing? Okay, let's focus. This thing is moving fast. We need to slow it down a bit. Hi, James. Exclamation mark, kitty. Oh, it's windy and stormy. No, you don't need to eat my nuts. My cashews, which are not actually nuts. They're not even really legumes. Hi, James. I got you. You're stuck. You cannot have my legumes. Okay, how do we do that, Raymond? Let me check the machinist's notes. Long pause. The rumbling static sound that started playing when the ship took off is still increasing in pitch. Putting my windows back. Thank you, Erilyn. I forgot I had made that alias. Raymond? That lever, Toma, the one you just ripped out. We're going too fast. We're going to crash. We need to try to... The recording cuts off there. Okay, so that is not the part that I need. How do I get the part that I need? Oh. Who is this? Are you looking for a calibrator? I am immediately on guard. Sima has always been a mischief maker and taken tremendous pleasure in tormenting me. In theory, I am older, more experienced, and should be more than able to withstand it. In practice... You won't find it here. I've hidden it. You'll never find it. Never, never. She never fails to get to me. You're a horrible child. Sima laughs off my irritation, but I'm not going to give her the satisfaction. I cross my arms and try to effect a change. I'll give you the calibrator. I put out my hand, proud of myself for standing tall before Sima. If you give me some beetles. That's a fair trade, isn't it? Something you want for something I want. I try to decide if it's more mature to push her over and steal the calibrator or to acquiesce. But then I simply stifle a sigh and shake her little hand. Perhaps some of the adults in the camp know where I can find some. Great. Gotta go hunt down bugs. Child, I will run you over. This is where the bike is going to get built, but it's not where I can find an adult right now. I should ask about catching beetles for that awful little Sima. You know where Sama hides things? I know she spends a lot of time in the cave under the camp. You could have a look down there. Driss asked me a series of increasingly strange questions before I make an excuse to take my leave. Do I want to go hunting beetles, or do I want to go find the cave? Where's the cave under the camp? What are these buckets for? Okay. The buckets are for beetles? I don't know. They're probably just for water for the goat. No, whatever. I'll find it. Now, I'll ask about beetles. I will just go get the beetles. There's a nest of beetles just east of here. You can't just walk up to one and catch it, though. There's some seeds growing on the rocks around the nest. Drop a seed on the floor, and the beetle will start eating it. Then you can sneak up and grab it. Okay. Beetles. East. I don't know how far east. Where? There's my bike. Oop. That's not gonna work. Is it like up the cliff? I can't see. This is not making me happy. I'm gonna have to like climb. Yeah, it's gotta be up there, so okay, I can climb from this side. Okay, beetles. Now, seeds. What this is? What? Where are the seeds? What's the seed? Oh. Yeah, I'm not up. That's 2 beetles. Let me get some extras if I can. Let's see if I get anything extra for catching them all. Oops. I think that's all of them. Wasn't there a... Where does this go? Oh, what are you? A chum egg. I can't see what's going on in front of her if there's something funny happening. It is cute. Chum eggs, offered up by chums when planting themselves into the ground. Perfectly smooth and hard as a rock, these eggs seem to float with how light they are. There must be a good place to deliver these. Okay, cool, I got a chum egg. I hear you, Charlie. Where's my bike? That way. Charlie. Come here, little man. Here's Charlie. Well, his tail, anyway. No, you can't have my nuts. Why do you guys want my nuts? My cashews. And cranberries. How have I been doing? Today was mildly stressful, but apparently not as stressful as Rubinsky's day. Rubinsky got a flat, and their, what's it called? Spare tire was also flat. So that was not fun for them. But I went to Big Lots 3 times today because we went one time and got a bunch of snacks and halfway decided on a chair to replace one that broke. But we decided to go look at some other furniture stores and whatnot first. And then we came back and I bought the chair. And I got home from there. And once I got home from getting the chair, the second time going to Big Lots, I remembered that the sodas that we had bought on the first trip, we had left at the bottom of the, what's it called? Shopping cart the first time we were there. And so I had to go back again for the third time. This isn't a cave? Okay, that's a cave. I feel embarrassingly vindicated as I hand Simon the beetles, but rather than gloat, she hands me the calibrator and begins to cry. What have I done? You're leaving! You're leaving and you'll never come back. Be the adult. Comfort her. She blows her nose and then wipes her hand on her tunic. Yar never came back after the last gliding. Aren't you sad? You were her friend. I miss her too. There's been a letter here and there, but it's always to us rather than to me. I'm not bitter, but I hope not to be like that. Please don't go. I tell Simon not to worry, that I will be back sooner than she knows, and I'm sure she pouts behind the mask. And I add that if I'm not back sooner than she knows, then she will be ready for her gliding by then, and she can come bother me herself. Promise? I say yes. Good, then I suppose I can come see you off. I thank her and say goodbye for now. Okay. I got the... whatever it was called. What is this? Looks like a big beetle. Avexi red dye. Cool. For the Avexi red bike. Okay, gotta get a few more parts. Yeah, I'm gonna go for the farther one first. Okay, which is not that big. That big. All these bombs are throwing me all over the place. That poor bike, yeah. I'm kind of being rough on it. Oh well. Alright, we have pink walls. That means climb, I think. How the heck am I supposed to climb up that? I can't climb all the way that way. Oh, maybe I can. This is gonna be really close. Okay. Okay. Third. At least this one is only like climb, not a scavenger hunt. Wild goose chase. Something back here? No. Strong suspicion that there was something back there. I was wrong. What am I hearing? I heard some kind of like fire jet type sound. Hey, the chest. Ding, I got some money. Presumably it's money. Bye-bye, birds. feels like there's a bug that keeps landing on the back of my neck, but it's probably just that I need a haircut. Here's a thing. Atomic power supply. Sweet. Okay, which direction is my bike? Wrong way. Fix your posture, Robert. Oh, that's a big balloon. That's curious. I might check that out before I go over to the dam. Okay. Oh, Splats up. Do your command thing. Never mind. Go out there later.
Has you really been far, even as decided to use Even Go Want to look more like?
Splattiest, zappiest little chaos girl. Pat, 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 pat. Okay, I'll just leave the bike out here. Ladder! Hold on, let's glance this way. Ladder! Nope, just needed you to do that. Enjoy your art, Splats-App. Bird. Yeah, there's a control panel. Lever. Ooh. That is large. Wow. So... can I climb this? Okay. And then best to climb this. We shall see if I can. Oh, this is gonna be close. So close. Okay. Nothing special secret up here. And nothing special secret on top of there as far as I can tell. Oops, I need to do that. Hey, there's a thing. Presumably, you put the red glowy thing in the red glowy slot. Sees us. Hey, I got an atomic control panel. Oh, I'm gonna have to climb out. Oh, there's a ladder. Bike. Oh, those are like two statues holding their hands together. Ads in 1 minute. Seizo is up there. Come on, climb. There we go. So it's not a balloon. It's... Well, it might be a balloon. I don't know. Maybe a metal one. Keep pressing the wrong button. I return to Saizo with the parts, and it's as she waves me over that I feel a pang of sadness in my chest. When will I see her again once I'm gone? Well done, Sable. Yes, this is everything we need. Are you ready to assemble a bike of your own? I'm ready. Saizo relaxes in the workshop. It isn't that she's particularly rigid or anxious ordinarily, but there's a certain calm beauty that one only truly appreciates when Saizo is in her element. I wonder if it's this way for all machinists. What you must understand, Sable, is that the components you acquired, they fit together. Not by chance, not by effort, but by nature. They belong to her. They have always belonged to her. All we are doing is assembling her from what she has already been. I nod and feel a soft buzzing in my ears. Among my clan, we believe that machines have names and held for ages like deep secrets, unheard by those unequipped to listen. We will find this one's name together. Okay, I presume I push... No, what do I do? Oh, okay. Adorbs. Now I go push the button. Shoop. Simoon. Listen. Seizo tilts her head a moment, leaning closer to Simoon. All at once I know the hoverbike's name, Simoon. Say it in a whisper to let Seizo know. Bye, Erlen. Love you. Rest well. Enjoy your food. Simoon. Simoon. Well done, Sable. Does she want to go with me? She does, clan child. Simoon has a wandering spirit, like you, I think. I tell Simoon that I'm eager to know her better, and Seizo looks quite proudly at both of us. You are ready then for the gliding. May all the gods turn their faces from you, Sable. An odd blessing, perhaps, but Seizo is prone to such things, and I can read in her tone that it was meant quite sweetly. You must learn to listen to Simoon, to care for her. Seek out my fellow machinists on your travels, Sable. They will teach you the art of machine whispering. Oh, and here, take this. It's a machinist's badge. You'll meet plenty of my ilk on your gliding. Show them your worth, and they'll give you more badges. I thank Seizo twice for good measure, and give a bow. I am ready. Alright. Go talk to Jadi. Ladder. Excuse me. I hear Charlie drinking from the fountain. Sable, that cartographer landed his balloon while you were away. You should go speak to him, see if you can't get a map. I nod and begin to go, but Jadi gestures me back and puts something in my hand. Here's some money to get you going on your journey. Use it most wisely, and then a little unwisely when the mood strikes. It's good to know the value of money, but you never want to be ruled by it. I thank Jadi effusively and head out on my way. Okay. Climb the tower and just glide over. I don't want to be that close. There it is. Nice. That Why does everybody wear masks, I wonder? I approach the cartographer. Ah, greetings, child. I saw you looking longingly at my great balloon. Quite a piece of work, isn't she? She really is. I nod enthusiastically. It really is an impressive vessel. However nervous I get imagining being up there all alone. I wonder if anyone's ever fallen off of one. Best not to ask right now. Well, good to meet you. And oh, I should introduce myself. I am Jordan. I tell him I'm Sable. I suppose if you've come all the way to see me, it's probably a map you're after, eh, Sable? I would love a map. Of course you would. That'll be 50 cuts. I will buy that map. Perfect. Let's trade then. There we go. I thank Jordan for the Eeyore map and all its vast possibilities. Something about this makes it feel more real. Good luck on your gliding, Sable. I still remember mine. I asked how it was. Short. I knew since a boy that cartography was for me, but I spend a little extra time out there just to enjoy the world. Speaking of, keep an eye on the skies, eh? Plenty of my colleagues out there, and they'll have more maps to sell you, from Nakoa to the Sodic Waste. I thank Jordan for the tip and say goodbye. Farewell, child. Okay. Fast travel. Sweet. Hover bike will also travel with you. Okay. So map. I'm at the camp. Okay. This is a pretty big map. Okay, so east over here was... I wasn't paying attention to where anything was, actually. Okay. Do we want to talk to the little one? Ilaria. The balloon was more fun than the person in it. Okay. So am I over here to talk to this person? As she looks out across the landscape, Zeki's shoulders sag a little. I wonder what she's thinking about. Something on your mind? Zeki's voice is weakly incredulous. I don't know how she's done it. That's Ilaria over there. I follow her gaze to a little speck in the distance, which I now understand is her daughter Ilaria. Do you want me to get her back? Zeki shakes her head. No, she's fine. I'll get her. She shrugs. Parenting. I suppose I'll know more about that when I'm older. That's funny. Jody! Jody! I return to Jody with new lightness, and it makes the way of my departure feel heavier still. What a strange day. Sable, is that a badge you've got there? Caesar gave it to me. Then you must have earned it. Well done. I give a bow of thanks. Well, Sable, if you keep this up, you'll be headed for the mask caster in no time. I try to think about going to a mask caster, but it seems impossibly far away. Imagine choosing what I want to be? Imagine choosing what I want to be forever? I know what you're thinking, but don't worry about it. You'll get plenty of badges when you're out there, and once you've got 3 alike, you can trade it in for that mask. But don't feel like your first mask is your final choice. The gliding is about freedom and exploration. I suggest you claim as many masks as you wish. Only at your final ceremony will you be asked to choose one. How will I choose? You'll have to feel it out, but when you know, you'll know. Now, the tone of her now puts the butterflies back in my stomach. With all of this done, there's only one thing left. It's time, isn't it? Time to walk through the face door at the Temple of Rohana. There you will assemble your gliding mask, and go. There are things I wish to convey to Jody here, depths of love and gratitude and fear and worry and hope, and though I find myself unable to speak any of it in words, I know she understands. Before you leave, child, I made you these. They are dyed with traditional Ibexi maroon, and I hope provide you great comfort out in this desert. When you leave today, you will no longer be Sable, clanchild of Ibexi. You will simply be Sable, and the rest will come. But no matter what you are, no matter where your journey takes you, I will always know you, I will always love you, and I will see you again. I don't know where my journey will end, but I know where it must begin, and I am ready. Alright. Where's the bike? The bike is on the other side of camp. There you go. Wait a minute. When do I get, like, my actual bike? Whatever, it's fine. I don't think it would let me be driving this if I wasn't supposed to be. Boink. Okay. Oh, now this door's open. Everything is even more washed out. This feels a little like the Wind Waker, visually. Okay. I don't think I can quite make it to that one. I'll try this one. My eyes are starting to burn. Wait, how am I supposed to get up to this? Oh, okay. Oh, there we go. No, climb. There we go. Is it supposed to be this washed out? I kind of think it is. Wait, do I have to go push the button on both? Oh, I do. Rat. Okay, how do I get to the other one then? Or... whatever. Alright, let's see. Okay, come up this way. Does everybody have to do this? There we go. Oh wait. I have clothes. Sweet. Ow, ow, ow. Excellent. Oh wait, there are 3? Okay. Everything in video games is in 3s. Why did I think otherwise? Okay. Yes. No, no, damn it. Okay, I can climb sideways. The camera is a little rough. Camera feels a little bit like a couple generations ago. Oh, there's a chest over there. I should probably do that before I get this last piece. That's where I came in. I think I should be able to climb. Nope, nope, nope. That's whew, made it. There we go. Cuts. cache of 100 cuts made from metal harvested from crashed ships. They have holes punched through the middle where a rope can be slid for easy and convenient transportation. Why didn't it tell me that before? So I can climb sideways. I was pretty sure, I just hadn't actually done it yet. Okay. And number 3. Yeah, I'm glad I got the chest before we went into the cutscene. No, it's a series of masks. I don't use statues. Interesting. Suppose that's my mask. I gotta go get it. Cool. Got a whole new outfit. Return to camp. Yeah, see, I knew the tearful goodbye was a little premature, because, like, I gotta go back. I gotta go through camp to get out. This is the edge, the beginning edge. Why does the camera drift like that? Is it the controller or is it the game? I kind of feel like it's the controller. No, but this controller drifts left. Alright, bike, where are you? Do I have to run? Didn't I leave the bike down there? Thought I had. Okay. At least I haven't encountered anything hostile. I don't know if there is anything hostile in this game. There are dogs outside that are being hostile. Alrighty, back in camp. You look totally different. Why does everybody have to wear a mask? It's the mail pod. Mail pod, mail pod, mail pod, mail pod. Here's the mail, it never fails. It makes me want to wag my tail. When it comes, I want to wail. Mail! And if you don't get that, you're too young. Hello, Sable. Jotty's voice echoes strangely through the machine, yet still it warms me. Well, Sable, this is it. By the time you hear this, we will have gone. The gliding is a journey that must begin alone. There's a certain nuance lost in transmission, and for that I'm grateful. It would be far too much to hear the cracks in her voice and not run weepily into her arms to stay forever. But I am ready, and so I close my eyes and listen. But though you go by yourself, you are not without friends. You are not without family. You are not without love. These things you will always carry with you as you do your mask. And I know I'm not supposed to do this, but if I were you, I might go and see Utari. They're the machinist at Burnt Oak Station and among Cizo's closest friends. Utari is a good contact to have on one's gliding and a fine way to get another machinist badge if you're so inclined. Only suggestion though. As for us, I'll send another message once we return to the Ewer. So keep an eye on the post boxes and try not to forget us. She takes a long breath and I forget that things as easy as breathing could ever exist. The world is waiting, Sable. Good luck. They going, hey, it's a chum. Ah, crap. I've lost the perspective of where it was. And now I'm running to my bike. Where are you going, child? Following the bike. Bike is coming. Hello, bike. Simoon. Okay, there was a chum somewhere near the camp, but I have no idea where it was. I don't know. This one seems smoother. I want to go investigate up here. Oh, the reason it seems smoother is because it's not going putt, 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 putt. Am I gonna make it? Am I gonna make it? Am I gonna make it? Yes. A chum. Up. Like a Korok. Whee! Let's go through the ring again, just because it's there. Oops. Oop. Oh, okay. It's going into a cutscene.
Come in to me, show us the way. I'm caught between the window parts of
I hope this song doesn't get me in copyright trouble. Just the two of us. Two guitar in the machinist and burnt station. So this seems like it's going to be like a puzzle exploration game. I see a cartographer over there. I think I'm going to go do that. This is a pretty trippy song. Gonna have to climb up from this side. You can do it, Sable. Ooh, this is gonna be a tough one. Be close. Greet the cartographer shyly, a little cowed by how alone we are up here and how intimate that sometimes feels, despite being so much a part of my gliding. She responds with what sounds like a warm smile. Hello there, glider. Thanks for taking the time to climb all the way up here. Surveying gets a little lonely sometimes, you know? I tell her I do, given how lonely I can get on the sands sometimes. I hope Simoon doesn't hear. So then, what is it you need? I would like, well, actually, what's worth a look nearby? I ask if there's anything worth a look nearby. She chuckles to herself. Of course, you don't think I'm standing up here for nothing, do you? Have you been out to the Great Wind Tower yet? Get up there and you can see for ages. And Burnt Oak Station is close by as well. You'll never guess why it's called that. Think about it, but she goes on before I can shout my prediction. And if you're a fan of insects, there's a gigantic Hercules beetle nest nearby. You know, rumor has it they can lift 100 times their own body weight. Can I help you, glider? Yeah, let's buy a minute. And what is this? Cartographer's badge. Oh, okay. Thanks, glider. Goodbye. Okay. Which direction is Burnt Oak Station? That way. Come to me, glider. Well, I'll do that once I get closer to the big ground. Oh, I can't do it in the air. Okay. And then once I land, I will call my glider to me. Actually, can I fast travel to... I cannot. Because I haven't been there yet. Okay. Are you coming, Simoon? I should probably just wait for it. That's probably faster. Am I too far away? Oh, I might be. It hasn't moved. Crap. Okay, then. Well, at least I don't have to manually travel back. How far away can your bike hear you? It's kind of pointless if you have to be right next to it. Was it stuck? Yeah, whatever. Okay. Here we go. I hear chimes of some sort. This looks like a place a machinist would hang out. There it is. He is, whatever. Maybe napping. It is a challenge not to view scrappers through quite a romantic lens. Oh, he's a scrapper. As I looked toward my gliding as a child, I pictured myself as a dust-covered traveler, exploring strange, forbidden places and finding strange, forgotten things. A treasure hunter of old and arcane objects. And though I'm certain the grind of sifting through sand and dirt for useful tools and things left over can wear anyone down, I cannot help but weave some thread of my fantasy into the reality of the work. Greetings, glider. Name's Alton. I give a bow and introduce myself as Sable. You find much scrap metal out there, Sable? Been known to happen? Good, good. Alton leans back and looks up at the ceiling thoughtfully. Got a task for you then, if you're up to it. The hesitation in my voice is a product of a gentle intimidation, but I stand up straight and casual enough to seem like I'm up for anything. Alton seems to believe it enough. I need scrap, Sable, and lots of it. And you, out there already doing basically nothing, Alton chuckles to himself. Shouldn't say it like that. Gliding's odd, eh? You have nothing to do, so you have everything to do. Wonder if anyone's ever spent their gliding just lying around. Might be easier. I joke that it might be an easier life to find a big warm rock and stare up into infinity, resting my way through a glide. He snorts, amused, but I can tell the idea of an extended nap is one he finds inviting. Perhaps I do too. Anyhow, the task. Let's see if you can understand this one. Yeah, it's a bit complex. Go out, find scrap, bring it to me. Is that all? Slightly taken aback, I ask Alton if that's all. What do you mean, is that all? That's scrapping. You want the job or not? I tell him I'm happy for any reason to explore and that I'll return with everything I find. Goodbye, Alton. So this was not the machinist. Hey, there's a big-ass ship out there. Alright, how do I get up to the actual station? Wait. I want to park it in a spot. Park it in a spot. There we go. So, machinist. Which one's the machinist? This way. That way. Ah, what the fuck? Oh no, okay, it changed my... You the machinist? The machinist looks me over. You're late. I am perfectly on time, but a glider is never late, nor is she early. She arrives precisely when she means to. No. I tell them yes. They at least consider it. No, you're late. Perplexed, I wait for them to explain themselves, but they seem to wait for the same. Briefly, I feel a hint of shame as I remember times I've been late among the Abexi, things I have slipped up in doing, but I dismiss my doubts as I recall that I have no idea who this strange machinist is. I ask them. My name is Utari. Of immediate relevance to you is that I am a friend of Cizo. I ask then if Cizo alerted them to my impending arrival. Perhaps she looks out for me and sets waypoints and oases among my gliding. A comforting thought. No. It was your hover bike. I heard it for the first time months ago. Felt the shape of its voice, of her voice. Sorry. I tell Atari that it was not Simoon they heard, for Cizo and I only built her a few days hence. They wave their hands in a hurried dismissal. Did Cizo teach you so little? The voices of our machines are eternal, more ancient even than their forms. I hear them, as I always have, and yours, I thought, would revisit me sooner, but here we are. Now let us speak of why you have come. Our needs converge atop the wind tower. Tell me more. Something has stopped the tower working. I was hours away from going to see it for myself, but you and Simoon came after all. Go there, mend what is broken, or soothe what is hurt, and I will give you what you seek. A direction. I will be waiting for you. Travel swiftly and safely. Okay. A stubborn snag. Okay. Which direction would that be? That way. The wind tower. Is it on the other side of the, cartographer? Well, let's go to the cartographer and see where the wind tower is from there. High level. It is that way. Don't see it. Why don't you come to me? Alright. Let's go figure out what's going on with the wind tower. I don't know what a wind tower is or what it looks like because there's nothing out here that looks like a tower. Look. I can just see the top of your head and your shoulders over the edge of the camera. Wait, is that it? Way the hell over there? That's near the cartographer? Sure. What is that? That is some kind of tower. I'm gonna see if it ends up discovered as like a waypoint. Fast travel. Guess not. Okay. Wilds. There was a rumble. Another rumble. And another. And another. What are we rumbling about? Oh, hey, a chum. Cool, chum egg. Is that all that was for? Come to me, Simoon. Where the hell are you? Isn't it supposed to come when I call? Whatever. Fine. Won't do that anymore. Is that a signpost? Can I read this? No. Okay. That seems like it might be a wind tower. Whee! What time is it? I think we might go ahead and call it quits once we at least arrive at the wind tower, but there is a non-zero chance I will play some more of this. I'm going to leave it installed because this is calm, almost to the point of being boring, but it's not uninteresting. The controls are a little wonky. I feel like it would probably be worse without a controller. Alright, what is the correct way to get up there? Like, where am I supposed to leave my bike? Let's go around and see if there's a good way to get up there. Ooh, that looks like a scary place to go. Whoop. Bonk. Okay, here we go. Can I ride up there? I'd like to get a little bit closer on. Okay, that's gonna be... Yeah, see, the camera is a little wonky. And so are the climbing controls a little bit. Those are my two biggest complaints about this. I do kind of wish visually that some things weren't, or that things didn't end up so washed out, but that may just be how they communicate, you know, night. Because they can't really make things darker, because you wouldn't be able to see what's going on. Did I hear a banging sound? What is this? That, okay, it's not a thing. It's just... Wait, where does... Oh, if I had fallen. Okay. Climbing, climbing. Where does... That goes... Oh, that's toward the wind tower. So what's this one? Anything special? That's where I came up. Special... No? Okay, so nothing special. What is this building? Treasure pot. Let's walk on top of the covered walkway. There's a chum over there. I've arrived at the wind tower and it is saving. So I think that's what the down arrow in the corner meant. I don't know what chum eggs are for, but it's probably good to have them. Yes, there's another way up there. Oh, it looks like I was supposed to go on top anyway. Wouldn't have been able to make it across there. I feel like I need to find a button to open that. Didn't quite get me anywhere. That's... Oops. Jumped a little late. Or pressed to jump too late and did not actually jump. Okay, we're gonna have to figure out put stuff down here. Oh. Got some monies. Cuts. Cuts there. We're back here, so we're gonna go around this way and see what we can find. Jack shit is what we find. Okay. Let me at least go over to that door, see if there's not like an interaction to open it. Every door I've seen so far, I've had to stand on a button to open it, but we shall see. Okay, so that's not how that works. What's down here? Oh. Way up. Oh, wait. I'm supposed to climb on this side of the wall. So the plants are indicating that I need to go up there. Oh, hey, there's a platform in there. Cool. There's the window. We're gonna try this way. Didn't go this way, I don't think. Oh, okay. see. See, the camera. Camera is my least favorite part of this game. It's a little wonky. There's webbing. What is this? Yay! Does anyone else think that looks like a terrible turbine? Hey, the door opens. Treasure! Okay. Which would be right down here. Machinist top. Oh. Which way is my bike? That way. Oh wait, I guess I could fast travel. No, what? Okay, why are we zooming like that? Okay, we're really gonna quit it once I land here at camp. Okay, so then we'll look at what's coming up on Thursday. How do I exit? System. There we go. Save. And accept the title. This is not bad. This is definitely worth trying. Okay. Now. Okay. So let's look at what's coming up for free this coming Thursday. It will be Europa Universalis 4, which I've already tried and hated. I'm not even sure if I have a VOD for it because I didn't play it long enough to really make anything out of it. It's Civilization, but it's terrible. Which I don't really care for Civilization anyway, but it's really honestly not great. Let me see whether I do have a VOD of this. I have a VOD of the stream. Is that what that is? I think it is. So yeah, if you really want to see what it's like on my YouTube channel, there's a VOD of the stream. There we go. The other one is Orwell, which I looked at on Thursday because I wasn't 100% certain whether I was going to stream today. You are Big Brother, basically, and you're trying to save the world, the country, from terrorists. And you have access to all of the information to try to determine who is a terrorist. And yeah, it's creepy. I'm probably going to get upset about it. It's probably just a fine game as far as game goes, but just the whole idea of all of this privacy shit and all the information that everybody already has and there's nothing we can do about it and whatever. So it's going to be interesting. Yeah. What was I going to say? So yeah, that's what we'll be trying on Thursday. I'm not trying the Europa Universalis because I already have, and it's not really worth me trying anyway. So we're going to try Orwell, going to be Big Brother. It's going to be scary. Okay, everybody have a great night. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you, Erilyn and Splatsap for coming in, and Rubinsky for showing up, and Taylor for popping in. Let's see. Yeah, we are good to go. Everybody have a great week. Happy Monday Eve, and I will see you guys on Thursday, and then it'll be a bit before I'm able to stream again because we're going to go to Kentucky, but we'll talk more about that later. Have a great night. Stay safe, stay hydrated. Don't do anything you don't want to explain to the paramedics.